Hi, this is Barb, and today we're going to go over our Vehicles tab and just let you know a bit about what you can do and what changes you can make and such from there. So once you've logged in and got to your home page, just by changing tabs, you just click on the Vehicles up the top here. Now, you may also have Assets or Personnel, and each tab, what you can do within there is the same. It's just a way of sorting or perhaps organizing, your assets from your vehicles or from the personnel. So anything that we learned today from this page, you would be able to transfer over for assets or personnel if you have them as well. Okay, so if you're adding a new vehicle, you just simply click Add a Vehicle and your information gets entered in here. The name of the vehicle, whatever you're going to view it in the system as. So, if like ours are by name, so, Barb, and this would be maybe Joe. You can put a description if you want, and department, if you have departments, you need to choose a department. And then you can enter right here the different details about that vehicle: make, model, color, year, license plate, VIN, the odometer, the engine hours, the country, the province, and your time zone, and whether or not you observe daylight savings. Now, as you can see, only the things with the red stars are mandatory, but the more information that you can provide in the system, the better record you have about your vehicle should it ever need to be recovered. So, and if you've got that information, the more you enter, the better. And cancel that. You would just click save, and then it would save it as another vehicle. Once it's connected to a beacon, you can tell here is these ones have beacons. This truck 23, we've entered the information, but the beacon hasn't been installed yet, so it's not showing it's attached to a beacon. Okay, you can also upload pictures of your vehicles just by simply clicking on Manage. You can add pictures in there. And, again, those pictures can be valuable in an emergency situation. And you can store more than one picture. You can see here we have one picture for this one. We have four. Often if we do it for you, we, would take the four corners of the vehicle. Perhaps we've taken a picture of where the beacon is installed. And, you're also able to perhaps take pictures of custom or vehicle fittings, anything special that's on that would maybe be hard to describe. Then you have a picture of it should you ever need that as well, and it's all stored in one place. So if you just wanted to view, you simply click here and view the pictures. Manage, very straightforward. Gives you the ones that are already in there. As you can see, the driver of this vehicle's a little harried, perhaps we could say. Adding a picture, you just simply click this and browse to upload it. Very straightforward. Okay, then the other thing in here, pardon me, that we'll look at is locating and tracking a vehicle. So anything that has a beacon attached, we can locate or track, and what I refer to as the live tracking. On the map view, we've discussed it, updates every minute. Your set up your 1 minute intervals or 3 or 5, whatever, kind of programming you have. But in here, if we track a vehicle, it's actually going to track every 15 seconds. So we just click on it, pops up a tracking window, and we can open it up. It's requesting a location. It takes maybe up to a couple of minutes to locate. You can see the details about the vehicle are here. Pictures are perhaps here. And where it does start here, always starts with the last valid from the system, and if it's aged or not, gives you a nearest address to where the vehicle is. And then once it locates, it's going to start dumping information in the bottom here every 15 seconds to show us where the vehicle is. Let that just, you can see that the speed is 0. You can see it's put the information in. If I click on the little plus sign over here, it will stack on top of each other any information that is the same. So we can just see it's going to just continue every 15 seconds putting the new locate in there. Now, if the vehicle was actually moving, you would see on the map where it had moved, and it would show a breadcrumb trail as well. You can actually click on it, and it'll give you, the details. It would tell you the speed it was going if it was traveling and the time it was there. And you can always, zoom out on the map or use any of the regular map features in here as well. Okay, and you can see it just keeps putting the information in. And when we close that, it stops the tracking section. So you can leave it open for an extended period of time if you want, and continue to track it if you need to know where that vehicle is exactly right now and want to follow it down the road. The locate just gives a one-time locate, so it won't track it, it won't continue to put information in there. It'll just do a one-time, here's where the vehicle is at that particular moment. Also from the vehicle page, we can look at the information, like remember we looked at adding a vehicle, but we can look at the information that we've entered just simply by clicking on the vehicle here, and then it just tells us all the details we entered. So this is the vehicle barb, which department it's in if you're using departments, the make, the model, what color it is, the year it is, the license plate number, the icon. This is the icon that we use that will show on the map. Anytime it appears on a map, it'll show as a little purple car. The synced mileage just continues to, by the satellites, update. Engine hours, same thing. It's by ignitions on and off. It will continue to count hours. And then province, country, and the VIN number. You also have the spot here where you can add additional information if there was anything specific you needed to have in to keep a record of on that vehicle. In order to change it, you would just simply click on the edit button here. If you have the permission to do so, you can alter any of the information on the vehicle right there. I'm going to go back in. The information on the bottom here simply has to do with the beacon that is assigned to this vehicle. It gives us the name of the vehicle and the type of beacon, name of the beacon, I'm so sorry, and the type of beacon it is, whether it's this shows on the vehicle, asset, or personnel page, who it's assigned to, and gives us what features are available on this type of beacon. It also tells us any of the scenarios that are assigned to it. And you can see all of these ones are. And then it also has the outputs. So here we have the door unlock. I could simply click here and it would pop up a window. Yes, are you sure you want to, unlock the doors? You would click OK, and then it would send that signal. This is the triggering outputs we talk about when we do permissions and such. So it also keeps notes on the beacons itself as to when, anything has happened in here. And you can go back quite a ways, you can see. So that gives you a little bit of information. Changing the icon, you simply click, and then it pops up all the different icons that we have available that you could assign to this vehicle. So, if this is a big truck, you certainly could change and choose a truck that it more looks like, or a bus, or different size, small bus, a large bus, small trucks, large trucks. It gives you numerous icons to choose from that, you can have it in the system. Okay, so if you want to change it, you just simply click on the one that you want, go down to the bottom here, click on Save, and it'll just update it. And now anytime we pull this up on the map, it's going to just show us this little loader. It's just a personal preference of what you want to choose. Okay, so that kind of gives you a bit of an overview of what you can do from your Vehicles tab. And the other thing is, if you do have departments, you can choose a vehicle and change the department But again, that's going to be something that you want to make sure that you're an experienced user to do, because if you do change a department, you do have to recreate all new scenarios for it. It will wipe everything out as to how this vehicle was reporting and needs to be assigned and dealt with in the new department. And again, you can delete, if we no longer wanted this truck 23, can simply check here and then delete it from there. So that's an overview of our Vehicles tab, and thank you for joining us.